Hello. Sorry to bother you. Can I ask you a slightly odd question?
Yeah, sure.
I'm making a podcast called Strangers on a Bench, where essentially I talk to people I don't know on benches for 10 or 15 minutes. Are you up for that? Do you want to give it a go? This is the first time I've been in front of a baby photo shoot. Have you ever taken part in a baby photo shoot? We should be in the backdrop of this. We should get involved.
No, I've never done one of them.
That'd be quite good.
Maybe when I was young, I don't know.
Yeah. I suppose it's sweet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's start a question. Do you have a favourite day of the week?
No, but I have a day that I don't like.
Oh.
I think Tuesday's the worst day of the week.
Love it.
People say Monday, all right? But Monday, you know what Monday is. We know Monday. Wednesday is halfway through the week. Good day, we're halfway there.
Yeah.
Thursday, the day before Friday, it's a great day. Friday, obviously a great day. Saturday, a great day. Sunday, a day of rest. And then you got Tuesday, the bastard, just sitting in between the day that you think is bad, which is Monday, and the good day, Wednesday. But it's really Tuesday. That's why they say, see you next Tuesday, isn't it?
Yes, of course. Of course.
So that's my theory for that, all right?
That's fantastic. Have you ever had a particularly shit Tuesday?
No, I think I'm well aware that because I spoke it into existence that Tuesday is the shittest day, that it's probably going to be the shittest day.
Yeah.
I mean, me, if I come out of my house and I'm in a bad mood, say,
Yeah.
I say to myself, and I actually do, I'll say, come on,
mate.
and I cheer myself up. It's energy, innit?
On a Tuesday?
Or any day. You know, I say that Tuesday is the worst day, but I could have a good day on Tuesday, and I could have a bad day on fucking Friday. You never know, do you know what I mean?
Okay, let's use Tuesday then for the next question.
Go on.
Let's imagine a Tuesday occurs. No one's telling you what you're going to do with this Tuesday. What for you would be like
the best day?
The best Tuesday you could have?
So it'd probably be, obviously, not going to work.
Yeah.
The first thing I'd do is get up, say goodbye to my son, because he'd go to school.
Okay, so what time are we getting up?
If I'm not working, I'd probably get up about 8 o'clock. Then the missus would obviously go to work, but we'd have a coffee together. That's what our usual morning thing is. We'd have a coffee and maybe a sneaky joint.
Nice.
Maybe. Don't know, depends what day. Definitely a Tuesday. I'm off on the
Tuesday.
I'm gonna have it. But I suppose my day would be, I don't know. I like music, I like a bit of the PlayStation, not too much, but I'd probably do some mixing and writing, read a book maybe, something like that. I mean, I'm 40 years old now. My boy's the last boy to leave home because the other two have left.
Oh, of course, you got
older
three.
kids, they've gone. They're all doing their little bits and bobs. So he's the last one now. He's 15, does his GCSE. So my outlook at the minute is not about myself. It's more about making sure he's ready to go. And me and the missus are a lot more lonely now. You have to understand. Yeah. We was going to have more kids, and then we said no. We'll stop at the 3 and the 4. We got 3, and I got 1 with another lady. So we thought we'll stop at that. But we wish we'd had more now because the house is quiet.
Yeah.
And it's different. So that's why when you asked me what would I do, I thought you put me on the spot because I'm thinking, I know what I do within the house because I've been in the house for the last 20 years. I get up, I go to work, and I go back to the house. Do you know what I mean? So the last.
You said you say goodbye to him when he goes off to school.
Yeah.
What does that goodbye look like?
It would just be, have a good day, son, and he'd be like, all right, Dad. If I try to hug him or kiss him, he wouldn't have none of that. It's more just to let him know that someone said goodbye to him.
Yeah.
And for me, in a selfish way, for me to say goodbye to him as well. You all go your separate ways. Anything could happen throughout the day. Do you know what I mean? So that's what the missus says. We never try and go bed on an argument. We argue, don't get me wrong, not everybody, but we try not to go bed on an argument.
Don't mean you stay up late.
I like that. No, but I mean, one of us will break the ice usually.
Yeah,
that's the good thing. We're best mates. We're all right.
Oh,
you know, I do her head in, she does my head in. We love each other, and
what's the best way of breaking the ice?
I'll just go in and laugh at her. Just stand at the door and just laugh. And then she'll go like, fuck off. And I'll be like, what do you mean fuck off? And it'll just be like, oh, shut up. And it'll be all right. Do you know what I mean? Just normal stuff, man. Normal stuff. You look too deep into some of this stuff, it just does your head in.
Yeah. I mean, arguments kind of have to happen, don't they?
100%,
They're kind of crucial.
100%. I was watching someone and they said, for a good relationship, you can disagree on what you want to watch on TV or what you want for dinner. But you have to agree on basic life principles. If you're with someone that likes politics and the other person that you're with is on the other side and you're really both into it, you're going to be constantly at loggerheads, aren't you?
Exactly.
But if you don't like fucking fish fingers and she doesn't like fish cakes, well, you can have your fish cakes and she can have fish fingers. It's easy, it's sorted, isn't it?
Yeah.
And me and her, we're the sort of same, we half fucking look the same. It's weird,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? So, we're not related, before you ask the next question. But yeah, I mean, she's like the female me, I'm like the male her sort of thing, do you know what I mean? So we
That's perfect.
see it is.
Yeah, I completely understand what you're saying. I think it's like if the core is there, all the bits of faff can be sorted out.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember your first moment of connection with her?
Yeah, the first time we saw each other. I used to box and I just had an operation. I'd had a dislocated shoulder.
From boxing?
We was in a competition. I got to the semi-final, dislocated in the first round.
Oh, that's not good.
This geezer just beat the shit out of me.
Right.
I was just covering up. I survived to the end of the round, but it was done. So anyway, I got this done, and my trainer was with a lady called Rachel, and my missus was her best mate, and my trainer was sort of my best mate. We was going around doing stuff together. But anyway, I had a sling, so I was not ready to meet anyone. I was just hadn't trained for a bit. I weren't feeling well.
You were a bit
My mate
depressed?
was like, yeah, I was a bit depressed because I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
So my mate was like, the house party, come round. I said, I'm not coming round there. I said, stay to me. He said, we'll just come round, chill out, have a couple of joints or something. I said, oh, whatever. So I went round there, go in there, and I sit on her sofa. First thing she does is come up to me and we just, like I say, there was something there. There was something there. And then for 2 weeks, we was waiting to see each other again because we didn't take each other's number. She asked me to stay that night, and then I said,
The sling. Can't do anything.
She was still into me, so
Yeah.
she was like, all right, fair enough, and we never bothered. And 2 weeks later, we met at a mutual gathering, and the rest was history. We haven't been apart since.
Right.
17 years, I think, now.
Amazing.
So, yeah. Beat my mum and dad. My mum and dad were together 11 years. So.
Oh. After, did you phone them up?
Well, he's resting in peace now, but she's, no.
So the old man's gone.
He's gone. 37 he went. You're very young.
Well, that is young, isn't it? How old were you?
18, 19.
Shit.
He actually told us when we were kids that when he was 37, he'd die of an heart attack. So he did. He knew this his whole life for some reason.
Really?
His dad died at the same age, 37, of a heart attack, having a drink. The family story goes that the granddad was at the bar with his pint, had the heart attack, died, fell and kept his pint up. We get older and realise it's bullshit. But that was a story for years.
Potentially possible. If we had a pint now, we would try it out.
But
Fine, so you were told, and when you were told this, do you remember like how you felt about it?
a lot of us, we had a hard life, me and my siblings. We was in care a lot. And our dad was a nutcase, do you know what I mean? So we were getting told so much shit. It was just another thing that we got told.
I see.
But it's stuck in my mind because his dad died at 37. My mum was pregnant with me and he was 18, 19. Then my dad died at 37. My missus was pregnant with my one and I was 18, 19.
Right.
So I had it in my head for years. I'm 40 now, so I've got 3 years past it. I had this thing in my head for my years at 37 because I was the oldest. I was going to go.
Shit. That must have mean your 30s were a bit stressful.
It was. The 36th year, leading up to 37, it was like...
Did you think you actually might?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's been like...
Yeah, because it's programmed in you, isn't it? I've been down so many rabbit holes. I used to be in a few conspiracies, this, that and the other, and I realised that we get programmed, don't we? We can program ourselves to fucking believe something.
Of course we can.
And to hate on something.
It's a powerful, bendable beast out there.
Proper. The reptilian complex.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not a joke. But yeah, it was quite depressing. The missus knew it, everyone knew it, and I got a couple of calls from family who knew. So on my 37th birthday, my brother straight away phoned me up. He's like, "You made it." I said to him, "Right, I've got to get to 38."
Yeah, you got it at 38. 38 is the birthday to say that on.
You know, life, innit?
So on your 38th birthday, do you remember how you're feeling?
Great.
You're like, well, I've dodged that one.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I really did.
By the end of the old man's life, did he? What was the? As when he died.
We were cool. He started getting cool again, and he was a frail shadow of himself because he was really in love with my mother. This was the thing. And I love my mother, but you know, they're young. Things were going on and things was happening. And I remember him dragging us up the road to certain houses or trying to find someone. And when I look back now, I realise she was probably doing the dirty. And he was walking up the fucking road with 4 kids trying to find it. It was just, but he never really got over it, do you know what I mean? So frail, just malnutritioned. We thought it was something worse. They said, no, he was just...
Well, he wasn't eating.
Not really, not properly. He was a gamer, Tom. He would sit up and play his fucking game. That's all he had, you know what I mean?
Do you think he wanted to die?
Don't know. I hope not, but who knows? It's the thing you never really know, innit? As a dad, if I wanted to die, I'd never tell my son. But at the same time, I think to myself, if I was a dad, I'd never want to die because I want to be there for my son.
Do you remember the day he did die and what you were doing?
Yeah, I was with the first missus I was with, and my mate knocked on the door and told me, Took me a while to get over it, to be quite honest.
Why did your mate know?
My mum lived somewhere, and he was in the same block of flats as my mum, and I was staying with the girl, and I wasn't really talking to my mum at the time. So my mum had contacted him in the flats, and actually what she told him was, can you bring him to me, don't tell him. But when he come to the door and he was going, your mum wants to talk to you, I was like, I'm not fucking dealing with that, whatever. And he couldn't get me out the door. And I was like, I'm not listening. It's mad. It's the first time I talked about it, actually, Tom.
What didn't you sort out with your dad?
Many things, but we'd forgive him for what he done, but questions happen after someone goes. This is the thing.
Yeah.
You never truly get over grief, do you? Because the day comes back.
Of course.
And when the day comes back, it's going to jog your memory. Or you might see something. I see myself as quite a hard man.
Yeah.
And a hard-cased man. So it's hard for me to cry easy at something. But if I see a kid that's lost his dad on TV, it'll jog your memory of something. You know.
Do you ever, if I were to ask you for kind of a really pleasant memory with your dad, what would you remember?
Going to the park and stuff like that, playing football when we was younger kids and stuff like that, when we was like 6 or 7. Went to Woolworths and bought some wrestlers, and I didn't realise that paper money was as much as pound money.
Yeah.
So I had like £5 and £5 note, and I got one wrestler with the £5. And I was like, I can't get the other wrestler. He's like, no, that's the same as that. And that's when I started really, it's only young, do you know what I mean? Loads of little bits. Even when I used to go up there, because he used to live in a dingy fucking bedsit when he left. But I'd go up there every other week or whatever, and I'd stay on the sofa, we'd play games all night and stuff like that. And I wish I'd said other stuff. I wish he'd told us how bad he was, because we didn't realise how malnutritioned he was and how he wasn't looking after himself until after. Yeah. I mean, we knew, we could see, but he never
said it.
He never said it. He never asked. Yeah. We got to remember, we as kids, I was the oldest and I was 15. So we didn't know what to do. Yeah. It was our dad. It was just my dad. Dad was dad. If it was me now and my brother was going through the same thing and his kids were there, I'd say to my brother, bro. But he never really had no one around him to say, bro. His family, he treated us the same way his family treated him. My brothers and sisters broke that cycle. Our kids had never been hit, never been shouted at. They're lucky that we turned out all right. Do you know what I mean? I've done some bad stuff and had a bad life, but we got a job, we got family, and we got a future. Do you know what I mean? So
completely.
Yes, I've never had to shout or scream at my kids like that. I would never forgive myself.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable. They used to tell us it was so hard, my mum and dad, bringing us up. And I'm not saying it wasn't. It's back from the old school, innit? I'm 40, so when they were bringing us up, it was the 80s and the 90s. I don't know, it's a mental thing, innit? They both had bad stuff done to them as kids.
Of course.
So the missus I'm with now, she's had a lovely life. She was brought up and her parents, great people, lovely people.
Perfect.
Not posh, just solid people. It's beautiful. They included me with everything. Maybe if I'd got with someone that was like me, there'd be issues.
Do you think you saw that early in her?
No.
Do you think you're looking for that? Like, here's someone that's really has got this solid bit. That
I don't know what I was looking for, because the first lady I was with, she was a nutter. Do you know what I mean? And at that time, I was probably a bit of a nutter, and it was just two nutters clashing. She was an only child, so she had that thing, and I was like too emotional, wear my heart on my sleeve, and she used to use that. Do you know what I mean? Whereas this lady, like I said, the first time we see each other, it's like there was something there. Do you know what I mean? And we haven't really been apart since.
Oh, that's absolutely lovely.
Yeah, man.
Can you tell me a bit, if it's not too painful,
Go on.
the bits of your childhood with your parents where, you know, you're being put in care, is that up to them or is that an authority that did that?
Both. There was times when we went into care for respite where they give them a break from looking after the kids, basically.
Yeah.
And then in the end, we were taken into care. And we was all splitting up. There's no way it weren't going to happen. And we was running away from home and children's homes as well. So it was...
Oh, you running away from the care homes or the home?
Home and the care homes.
Oh, right.
Both, yeah, because we was... Well, the time I went into care, it was like my mum and dad had gone, Tom, and I was like, fuck this. I ain't listening to no one. As an adult now, I look back and realise it's a stupid decision. But as a 14, 15-year-old kid, you don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you telling me for? But these people were just trying to help.
Of course.
Luckily, I was in a care system. None of these people ever tried to touch me, ever tried to do nasty stuff.
Yeah.
We got the shit kicked out of us, don't get me wrong. Food, we was always fucking hungry. We used to steal food out the bloody cupboards. They used to batter us for it. And when I think back, I think I was only fucking stealing it because I was hungry.
Yeah.
You weren't fucking feeding us.
Oh, yeah.
It was punishment. It weren't because they never had the food sometimes. Sometimes it was punishment.
Yeah.
But listen, Tom, there's kids around the fucking world, right, that are in 10 times worse than what I've had. And I'm only telling you this because you've asked for the convo.
Of course.
This would never come up in a normal conversation with me. I will never ever use that as an excuse.
Yeah. Oh, but
I've come from the shittest of the shittest.
Yeah.
I've put myself through college. I'm a fully qualified electrician. I've got my gold card. I've got my shit. I come from nothing. I didn't have no GCSEs. I barely went to school. I'm hardened. I don't know how I'd be if it didn't happen to me now.
Did anybody who was not your parent, as in, what am I asking here?
A couple of people helped along the way.
Who are those figures and what do they do? What do they mean to you?
Some of the older people on the building site who would see what I'd go through or see that I was a little tear away. Just people like that, to be quite honest. When my dad died, I remember crying I was on a site, I was 18, 19, and I thought this fella was like a bastard. And he was like a big geezer and all that, and I tried to stop him from seeing me fucking, because I just got told I'd try to go to work the next day. And he would come up and he was the softest fucker ever. And he was like, what are you doing? So my dad's died. It's like, you shouldn't fucking be here, go home. Do you know what I mean? So things like that. But I've never wanted to take too much help in a sense as well, Tom, because I think, my dad's watching. You're my dad. I don't want to. It's mad, like.
That's interesting.
It's mad.
So you see him watching, and you're like, don't take too much help.
I'm not really a believer in religion per se. I believe there's a creator. We was brought up as Catholics. My mum's Irish. But, I mean, I see a kid die outside the school at 11 years old, and that's when I thought there ain't no God. Walked across the road and got run over. We had to go to his funeral. The school made us go to his funeral. It's like a thing for everyone to go to. I didn't know this kid, but then when we was in the funeral, I started crying, Tom. Why am I fucking crying? Because it's mad, isn't it? It's the end. That's when I realized. So probably the first brush with death, maybe, knowing what death is as a kid.
So you helped it's so interesting. So you've done it all yourself, but also but I'm interested in these other roles because that obviously your partner, what role she played in all this?
She's a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's, like I say, she's one of the best things that happened to me. Do you know what I mean? No judging, no nothing. Simple as that. I can't really explain it. I don't even know how to.
What about how old when you had your first kid?
Again, 18, 19.
And so what did that mean to, like, what did that do for you? In terms of
I always wanted a kid. Because of what we'd been through, I wanted to be older, I wanted to shave, I wanted to go to work, I wanted to have my own money, I wanted to have my own place, I wanted to have my own sovereignty, because we'd never had it. We'd been passed around in the system from pillar to post. You're looking for a fucking canary at the end of the mine or whatever, do you know what I mean? So when he come, it was great, loved it, that's all I wanted. Fortunately, the lady I was with, we never got on, so the irony was I wanted to have my own family, had the baby, went to work, giving her everything she wanted, but it wasn't enough for her, and she used to stay at her mum's all week. I used to pay the rent on the house. She'd come up on the weekend, I'd give her some money, and then she'd go back to her mum's for the rest of the week, because she was young. Yeah. She was fucking 18 as well, do you know what I mean? So she wasn't, I was ready for that, but she wasn't. Of course. And in the end, we split up, do you know what I mean? It was hard for me to see my boy. It was really annoying. Now he's grown up, it's a bit easier, but, you know. I haven't got too long, Tom, I've got to be honest.
How much longer you got?
I should be back now.
Can I borrow you for a bit longer? Is there any way? What can I
What
can
I'll
I
do is I'm
do?
going to text my man and tell him I'm at the bank. I'm going to lie.
Thank you
for
so
it,
much.
I don't want to lose the bloody job that I like
No,
so
that's a
much.
good point. Yeah, don't lose the job. Do not lose the job. So you had kids, and that gave you something to focus on, so something to
100%.
support.
Yeah, 100%.
And that was kind of crucial to your
Yeah,
own
because whether I was going to
well-being.
be with the lady or not, I was always going to do what I can do for the
so
kid.
the kid was the main outcome.
100%.
And then, not that long after, you would have had another kid with the.
No,
with the-
so my oldest boy is my stepson. She had the 2 kids when I met her who were 3 and 4.
I see.
You understand? So I brought them up. And then we had a child together.
Okay.
Which is the youngest one I was telling you about, 15.
Lovely. So you've got this kind of bit of a motley crew of
Yeah.
family.
Yeah, we just...
Do they all
Yeah.
all together?
Yeah.
I didn't know if they have time, they all together.
Yeah, Christmases
Yeah.
and things like that. You got to understand, this day and age, trying to get them all together every
Challenge.
weekend, you're never going to... It never happens, all right? It's never going to happen. Because they're doing their thing, aren't they? They're probably sitting in their beds on their stupid Instagrams or whatever else they're doing. Like this, I've got Facebook and Instagram on here. I used to use it for my music, just to try and promote music and stuff like that. But there's family on there that I've not spoke to for years, and they'll like a picture or whatever, but they won't answer a phone.
Yeah.
I hate it. I can't stand it. And I've always said, I'm here. If you want to speak to me properly, phone me up or text me. I hate it, Tom.
Totally with you.
You know what I mean?
You're right. It looks like social, but it's not.
No, it's anti-fucking
Yeah, that's
social.
it. That's it. We start calling it that. So you're a musician, but you're also an electrician.
Yes.
Beautiful combo.
Yes, I'm a rapper about politics, life. I tell you what, I got an infection 6 months ago. I caught H. pylori. Someone spat in my burger. I ate the burger. I felt something pop when it happened. A week later, I went to the doctors because I felt like I was getting stabbed.
Nice.
I was pale as a ghost. They put me on vitamin D. They put me on 2 courses of antibiotics, and it was done. So, but the point was that night it happened, I collapsed, and I crawled along the floor to get to the missus and said, called an ambulance, and I was in like shock. She calmed me down. I didn't call the ambulance in the end. The next day I went to the hospital and told, he said I had a panic attack. Tom, I've never had a panic attack in my life. I've been through some of the biggest shit, never had a panic attack. I said, listen, there's something wrong. He said, I've been a doctor for 25 years. I'd know if there's something wrong with you. I said, I'm telling you, I can feel it. There's something going on here. A week later he texts, he says, oh, you got H. pylori. I went on to see him next. I said, you said you've been a doctor for 25 years. What are you talking about? I was all cool about it. I was like, mate.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'll give you a little piece of this quickly. And this was how I felt. And this can show you how, you'll see how I feel about the missus. Crawl along the floor, is this what they call dying? I ain't giving up, now I know what they call trying. Tunnel vision for that door, will she wake when I call crying? Visions of the father spectating the shit that I in. And at that minute my mind's weak, those thoughts flying. Falsifying that little devil with more lying. Murder, death, kill, I took a breath but more dying. Talking down a chest, my only crowd, the floor lining. Now that's the closest to the bottom I have ever been. I've had it hard, but this nightmare I could never dream. Aware of my facade, would catch the coma if I fell asleep. A life of playing hard, but I turned pussy at the final leap. Because I was scared, do you know what I mean? It's slightly shocking, I mean more than how my body felt, and anybody else, the screaming SOS has probably felt that they may need help, deserving on an angel hell, but I can't wait on prayers. They say the answer is to save yourself. Maybe that's a lie, I think my angel is the fairest sex. Aware it's more than sex whenever we would ever share a text. I'm slowly sinking in this carpet, burning waves, try surf correct, and now I'm hoping that my message in this bottle she'll detect. Hope she's not my M Celeste. I've got faith I'll get the strength, no Mary Jane to calm my stress. That door handle seems out my length. I still don't want to wake the rest. Breathe honour in my silent breath, and looking on the bright side, I suppose it's not a violent death. So I play a Hail Mary, play my quarterback can run it back. Memories must have photographs, and at once they all go snap. It's well scary, need open arms to catch collapse. Centuries under solar blast, it's 3 AM, my night went black. The witching hour, I'm not writing, just surviving. I consider giving up, but the door opens, lets the light in. Fuck the metaphors and whining. My real angel is the wifey, answering my siren, now my ambulance beside me. So it was her coming to rescue me, me trying to crawl along this floor. Because at that time when it happened, I just felt about my dad. And I thought, fuck, this is it. This is happening.
Yeah. Doing that was the panic.
Maybe, but did she save me? Was I about to go? Because if I was really about to go, Tom, death weren't that painful. It was just scary. It was I'm lost. It's done. Do you know what I mean? So if it was either a panic attack or it was close to death. And if it was close to death, it made me not scared of death.
So that's a big moment. Has your life been different since?
I mean, physically changed diet and stuff
Yeah.
like that because I've had to. Mentally, it's made me think, fucking hell, I better make sure I've done everything I need to do with my kids, my missus. And the missus the whole time was like, you're going to be all right. Stop being an idiot. You're going to be all right. I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
I said, I've never felt like this. I've
It's
never.
understandable that you feel like that. I want
Mate,
to act.
I'm telling you, it was scary. It was fucking scary, man. Proper scary.
Well, I'm glad you made it out the other side.
Right, so am I.
And a beautiful bit of writing to go with it.
Yeah.
Maybe it was worth it just for that.
I've got many albums and many writings, and I've got 1,000 tracks on that phone. I'll never record them all before I die, but I'll always keep writing. And then I'll give it the phone to my kid and he can give it to the grandkid and have a look.
Yeah.
It's just...
Do you have any grandkids?
Not yet. Stop that.
You excited?
I am and I'm not. Same, innit?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, innit? Yeah, 100%. We'll have the baby the whole time if we could have it.
What would you
know I
say
mean?
are the benefits of being a young parent? You're obviously really young.
I think you're in touch with the kids, more in touch with what's going on. The words we use ain't that far apart.
Yeah.
Like, I think my mum and dad, they're like mumsy and dadsy. Like, I'm a dad, but I look like a geezer. It's weird. And my missus is like, she'll still put on the trainers and a tracksuit, and she's like, we still feel young. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of
It's
course.
weird. We don't feel like a mum and a dad. We're just floating through. I don't know, mate. I can't explain it.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
it's
know,
perfect.
mate.
You explained it well. You explained it well.
don't know.
You just explained it really well.
I'm 40. I still feel 18, man. You feel as old as you want to make yourself out to be, don't you? Do you know what I mean?
Can you tell? I want to ask one question about being an electrician.
Go on.
How's it been?
Good. I like electrics. I like science and
Yeah.
physics and stuff called like
If
atoms.
if I said to you, the most joyful experience of being an electrician you can think of,
Yeah.
what would you think of?
Probably getting my gold card the first time. It's a card. You know what a gold card is?
I think I've heard of it, but
It's basically a card that you qualify. You get the card.
Oh, you
and
actually
that
got it
gets-
on you?
Yeah, and that gets you the rate.
Let's have a look. Oh, nice. And it is gold as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so that was probably the best thing because I paid for college myself because the company I was with, they wouldn't take me on as an apprentice. So I used to work for this company when I was like 18, 19. I think I was on £6-7 an hour, just like labouring about. And I took one day a week off work and would go to college.
Yeah.
And then after the 3 years I passed and I got my card.
Do you remember how you
10,
celebrated
15.
when you got it?
I don't think I celebrated too much, but I was inside looking at it, I was like, yes.
You felt proud?
Yeah, fucking right, man. That's my trade. I thought, I've got to where I need to be, regardless of not going to school. I was really clever. And because of what happened, it just all went out the window. And I was just so happy I got this. I thought, you can't take this away from me. I can always work, do you know what I mean? It opens a lot of doors. And this is another thing about kids not working, right? Any little shitbag leaving school can pick up a fucking plank of wood, right?
Yeah.
Any little tosser can do it, right? I've done it, right? I was a little tosser doing it as well. I was a little fucking scrawny little shithead and I just wanted to work. All these kids, if they've got nothing to do and they're not so intelligently good that they can go in these other jobs, get them on a fucking building site. They're paying decent money now. I think there should be some sort of program to get kids into that. Because I know these kids, I've been one of these kids. Let's get some programs for them. Otherwise they're gonna go and fucking do whatever else.
I like that.
They're gonna copy that fucker over there, copy him over there. He's got that, I want that. Got no job. Oh, fucking take it then. But I think society needs shit, doesn't it? In the way they run the country, the way they don't want to help. They say you can't help everyone because there's always ulterior motives to what's really going on, isn't there? Do you know what I mean?
You got an alien on your hand.
Yes, that was from Nuki. Went to Nuki recently, so got one of them.
Fantastic. What's on the other hand?
That's me in the middle and 4 walls.
Oh, beautiful.
No, me in the middle
Yeah.
and 4 like prison
Oh,
walls.
sorry. Oh, why?
Beautiful.
No, sorry. I thought it meant the kids. Sorry. But how? There's not walls. They're dots.
Yeah, but that's what it means. It means you're in the wall, isolated.
Are you really in prison?
Yes.
When was that?
14, 15, got locked away. It was quite surprising. I held back the crying when I see the 30-foot fence that I couldn't get to climbing. That was one of the first things I read.
Really? What did you do to get in there?
Putting myself at risk. I was in children's home, kept running away. So they lock you
Oh, I
up,
see.
basically. It's up
What
there.
was the furthest you ever ran?
We did steal a car once, 14 years old, so we got quite far. And then we forgot our roll-ups at the children's home. So what do you think 2 dickheads
I
did?
had to go back.
I'll never forget it.
I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to ask you to close yours.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to ask you to paint a picture of a scene from your past
Yeah.
that comes to you that you can remember in the most vivid detail.
Yeah.
Hit me.
I think the most vivid memory for me would be fucking my mum overdosing and me holding her in my arms, calling an ambulance for her. My siblings running around not knowing what the fuck was going on. At about the age of 12, 13 probably.
What do you remember about that room in that moment?
I remember it was in the hallway. I remember she come down the stairs saying she'd taken him and then she just collapsed. And then must have been my brother come down behind her screaming. And then obviously phoned in an ambulance and just holding her. Yeah. Loads of stuff. I remember my dad battering us because I got into the bath with my pants on when I was 6. I forgot to take my pants off and he beat the shit out of me.
Fuck.
That's vivid. Yeah. Listen, I love that
Any
man.
good
In the end, I love that man.
Yeah.
Right. When I grew up and things happened, he had bad shit happen to him.
Yeah.
Right. It's no excuse, but I get it. I understand. But towards the end, we were cool, and it's just fucking how life goes. We had all that shit go on. We got cool, and then he fucking died.
But good that you got cool eventually.
Exactly that. Do you know what I mean?
Any happy memories that you think of, vivid ones?
Oh yeah, the baby coming out.
There we go.
Easily, yeah.
There we go.
100%. Yeah.
First, we're talking about first one?
The first one, I remember that
Were you
vividly
there?
because she was screaming her fucking head off. She was in labour for hours, yeah. She had natural birth. But then the missus had little Jay. He was a whopper, £9.14. That's how much he weighed. Put him in the scale thing and then he just grabbed onto the scale, like on the side of it, his hand thing. You know, that was,
his grip on.
One of the best. Yeah, definitely, man. Tom, I've got to go.
You got to go.
Yeah, I've got to.
I've got to ask you one more question, which is the end question. Either answer this in a now way, or a general way,
Go
or
on.
both.
Go on.
What are you going to do next?
I don't know, like I said, I think I just want to chill, Tom. I just want to have a good life with the missus for the rest of it. I want my kids to achieve anything they want to achieve, get everything they want but still be humble and never let anyone else struggle if they can, because I'll help anyone. I haven't got loads of money, I haven't got loads of this and that, but if I can help someone, I'll help them. Do you know what I mean? Just live my life, man. I've had a shit life as it is, like back in the day, so I want the later stages of my life. Just want to chill, I want to go work, make me money, go home and chill. There's not much more I do want, you know what I mean? I want to win the lottery, obviously, but don't we all?
Maybe,
No, I'm inspired. This was quite good actually, Tom. I'm glad I said yes, let's have the chat, to be quite honest.
Very, very nice to talk to you.
Very nice to talk
It's
to
been
you,
an
man.
absolute pleasure.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you too. Beautiful.
And this is bench work, but we push conversations. And you may wait first, then comes the inspiration. Talking heads in different destinations, battering stress via vocal creations. At first it feels it could be danger, because your mother told you not to talk to strangers. Perhaps though, we could be neighbours, share the roast, pass around like hot potatoes. For as long as it takes to be courageous. Sharing hobbies, time spent on a new day. The closest ones will always help find a new way. 7-day theories, let's not talk about Tuesdays. Just weed, no boozy, common as muck, no bougie. Musical electrician, sparking on a death note. Crawl along the floor as you hold my heart in escrow. Make it to the missus is my best hope. Never bank on death and sink the evil float. Stories of vertical pints, operating energy through a surgical mind. Deal with the questions, you'll be surprised what you find. Many seek and have tried. A listening ear can help unravel the time. So as a chapter closes, the grill have vent. My stadium has lights, don't worry, it's not the end. It's not so much a sold out event. It's just a couple of strangers on a bench. So as a chapter closes, the grill have vent. My stadium has lights, don't worry, it's not the end. It's not so much a sold out event. It's just a couple of strangers on a bench, manifesting memories at request. Before you realise you're spilling out your best, you're comfortable once you understand the intent. Preparing periodic, start backing up your metal. Heavy loads lift and get left with the lead. The reptiles in us all are complex that never falls. Waterworks show you claim you're not sad at all. This wanderer's not foreign, don't wrestle with his call. It's nutrition for the soul and banishment of the ghoul. Who cares for a pissed off teen, a tearaway sweet 15? Only my dreams agree, reality's diseased. You must keep belief, but trust me, believe. Emotion remission, there's no cure for the grief. From boys to men, from voice to pen, it's a choice again. A real mother and father's love does not pretend. The apples of my eye, the fruit will blend. Guardians' mistakes learn from, that shit will not happen again. Never. Pushing 40, still gold like JIB. Trials and tribulations, a recipe for ink and tree. Set the scene, floating serenely. Get a good queen, and trust me, it's easy. So as a chapter closes, the grill have vent. My stadium has lights, don't worry, it's not the end. It's not so much a sold out event. It's just a couple of strangers on a bench. So as a chapter closes, the grill have vent. My stadium has lights, don't worry, it's not the end. It's not so much a sold out event. It's just a couple of strangers on a bench.